She has to pass the free date test first, and then you're willing to spend money.
Like I was saying, it's a liability because it's just the way I look at it. It's just another bill. It's another bill that I'm taking on.
A woman?
Yeah, that's. I mean, think about it. Dates. They want gifts.
A lot of women are complaining that the dating market has changed. And that's because in yesteryear, a lot of men were dating. They had to fall at a woman's feet.
If you want to be part of what we do, you're going to be put in line. It's time for you to be checked and put in line.
They had to prioritize her. They had to do all these things to jump through hoops to try to prove themselves that they were worthy enough. That's no longer the case.
I have this personal thing. If we can't do anything free together to begin with, then I'm not paying for you to go anywhere. That's just my personal thing. If you feel like you can't have a good time doing something free, then I'm not paying for you. I'm not. For what?
Men are now realizing their value, what they bring to the situation, how valuable and important they are themselves. It is now a vetting process for the woman.
Okay, so this is going to be my hot take. And no shade to either.
We're only 3 minutes in.
I know. I think marriage is for broke.
I can flex, bang, lend a pen to a friend. Keep a party pimping from now till then.
Like, did you want to be married? And I literally said, yeah, when I was poor. As a woman who can now like provide for herself, also doesn't want motherhood, and also sees a lot of these celebrity women now having to continue working because they have to pay alimony. I mean, once you make a certain amount of money, if your man doesn't, you have to pay them out. And I just don't want to be that.
That's a take.
I don't want to be that.
But you
Like, I'm gonna pay for this date just to see if you like me. And then if you don't like me, that's X amount of money that I'm never gonna see again. I just basically gave that to charity. Basically. That's just how I feel. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, I just gave it away.
Because women have proved themselves to be liability. Dating absolutely has changed because the women have changed.
To address academics, you saying that I fell off. The irony of you saying that I fell off, but yet you did a 15-minute fucking segment talking about me.
I don't have to swear, curse, or juggle. Lyrics in the verse to make a party bubble.
And let's be really clear. This is a pattern that you do. You're so quick to talk about my relationship with Kevin. That nigga said the reason you do all these segments about me is because you're secretly in love with me.
I was Muslim for like 10 months. Married for 52 days. Came out of my hijab that last summer. And I actually got baptized.
They are no longer supportive. They're no longer willing to work things out with you. The women of today are now, give me all you got, put it in my hand, and pay for your experience with me.
I'm going to give y'all some more free game. So when you asking a man for some money, right? Say you need $100 to get your oil change. You want to ask for $500.
Because black men are least likely to be given a crutch when times get hard. If you look back over history, when a black woman can't feed her child, she gets a check from the government. When a black man can't feed his child, he goes to jail. So for right now, we're not really concerned about whether somebody likes us. Black men have started to step and be more logical.
Men are out here, they're not wanting to get married anymore. And I feel like I already know the answer to what you about to say, but do you want to get married?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely not.
Never.
Even if you find the right woman?
I told every girlfriend I would. I don't want to get married. I'll tell you that right now.
Why?
What's the point? What's the difference between what we're doing now and getting married? Only thing is now the government's involved. You know, if you choose to leave me, money out my pockets. If we have kids together, that's money out my pockets. Double. And then on top of that, looking at the landscape of things, it's so many baby mamas.
Talking about something I became Muslim for him. I wasn't even talking to that nigga. I'll keep talking about Kevin. I never did a bitch ass thing to him.
It's time to kick up first. Do your man a favor and don't curse.
But yet again, here I am, your biggest inspiration, because let's not forget who you wrote Fly Again about, Wishing in Morocco about, Fairy Tale about. But but you happy with your child bride. Okay, leave me alone then, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone.
Happiness is quiet mornings, paid bills, a safe home, and peace.
In my position in social media, I still feel a bit of reticence in being excessively harsh in critiquing young ladies like Brittney Renner, who is excessively cursing to the point where these days it takes so much time to edit out the cursing. I just decided after a few minutes into the video, just let it go, and I hope that my listeners understand it.
You're so quick to talk about my relationship with Kevin. That nigga said the reason you do all these segments about me is because you're secretly in love with me.
There's this combination of just nature and time combined with this idea that you can do whatever you want to in this new feminist ideal, and it doesn't matter, and you can rewrite your narrative. And it's this kind of deceptive veil that many young ladies deal with, into the point where they realize that people are reacting to me differently, and that's because I just don't look the same way that I do now that I did when I was the hot thing on the block. And so how do you deal with that when you're Brittney Renner? You just double down on being the person that you've been all along, except a bit meaner and nastier.
You were not curious. You just went on you went on a rant. Like, you were so angry. Like, you gave this nigga clout. You did this. This guy fucked you all kinds of ways because you want to fuck me. You love me, academics, and you've been in love with me for a long time.
I won't curse. I take a famous curse word and just say coof. Coof flipped around the other way means huh.
One of the reasons why many of us Gen Xers and some millennials push back on this blasphemous idea that hip-hop from the beginning was this toxic masculinity was that there were parts of hip-hop where people made a stand. And to think that there was a song where many prominent hip-hop artists got together and made a song about not cursing. I mean, if you knew who Heavy D was, you know that he didn't curse in his records.
I don't have to swear, curse, or juggle.
But when he got together, Grand Poobah, who I think is criminally underrated, one of my top 10, 15 artists of all time.
It's time to kick a verse. God cipher divine, we can't curse.
You had CL Smooth with Pete Rock, who are probably the makers of one of the 5 best rap songs ever made.
Go ahead, ask me. Would I kick a curse in a verse? I say nope. God bless, but I can't mess around with the curses.
And of course, any track that has Big Daddy Kane on it was a guaranteed hit.
The smooth rap inventor, the enter. Rental discretion is not defined, so there's no need to censor.
And just to show flex, at the end of the track, Heavy D adds Q-Tip on to boot.
God bless me because I reached my 21st. FD, don't drop a curse.
When you hear my generation speak of this alleged golden age of hip-hop, it's not just because there was this wide variety of different types of hip-hop songs to listen to and identify with. It was because the artists themselves had this kind of ownership, not just over the music itself, but the message it was sending out to the world. And so every so often you get a song like We're All in the Same Game, or Self-Destruction, or Don't Curse, where you see a variety of artists coming together with a positive message, reminding everyone listening to the music that there are some things that need to be remembered in this new era where we're portraying ourselves in this new artistry that we have a responsibility to. Of course, that responsibility has long passed away, since we don't really control hip-hop anymore. Now that hip-hop is in the hands of a new generation of mostly young ladies, it's just gone somewhere else.
Who are you sitting behind this computer with no job telling her what she shouldn't do and what she should not get? Who are you to say she shouldn't receive a Grammy? You're not God. How are you going to say what she shouldn't do? That's not her blessing.
I think that the black community does actually need strong nuclear families, but not because we're black, but because that's the natural order. Because when God looked at man, he said it's not good for man to be alone. He gave him a woman. He didn't give him a village. He didn't give him the community. He said, be fruitful and multiply to this man and this woman. So it's supposed to be God, husband, wife, child. And that's the natural order. And that's why I think we can see some of the foolishness that we see in the black community, because we are out of order.
Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet and good
motherfucking man, like this shit is nigga talking about don't cuss.
They're trying to take our right.
They told me to stop talking on their phone.
You said we can't even like.
I am so sick and tired of fucking men. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Now I'm about to keep cussing. But make sure you
fuck. That's your fucking knees. I go back. You're a booty butter bastard. I go back.
And we can make up all of this stuff that sounds good. I'm from a single parent home, and I'm not somewhere cracked out in the street selling my body. However, that is not ideal. It would have been better for me to be in God's order, to have a mother and a father to raise me. And that's just what it is.
So because as black men, we don't really have the ability to control an art form like, say, the early days of hip hop, I think the next evolution of controlling our environment is just allowing or not allowing certain energies into our space. Now, we hear plenty of talk on the internet about how many young ladies are saying they were choosing peace and all of that stuff. But for people that are not on the internet saying I'm choosing peace, they are actively doing it with their behaviors and not just saying they're doing it on the internet. And so this is an Uber driver. Right or wrong woman shares argument with Uber driver after he told her and her best friend not to curse in his vehicle. That's all he wants to do. Maintain a space in his vehicle while he's working that is void of curse words. And these young ladies see that as oppression.
Motherfucking men, like this shit is nigga talking about don't cuss.
They're trying to take our right.
They told me to stop talking on their phone.
You said we can't even lie.
And I am so sick and tired of fucking men. Fuck. Now I'm about to keep cussing.
Okay, that's fine, child.
But make sure you
fuck. That's her fucking knees. I go back. You're a booty butter bastard. I go back.
It's crazy. We didn't do anything
Just your attitude talking
disrespectful.
about you're gonna let us out the side of the road. We're black women. You're a black king. You're supposed to protect us, but you're not.
Okay.
You're not.
Exactly.
Okay, so all I ask
You're supposed to protect black women. You just picked us up from the
Right.
hospital.
This
Exactly.
is not anything about protecting or not protecting. You get in, you start cussing, and I say, ladies, please, language, please. And you say,
We're grown women. We're grown women.
There's no fucking timeout. Cancel the
We're
ride.
grown women.
All right,
Okay, make sure you after
please
you
exit the
cancel
vehicle.
because I'm not going to pay. You're
Please
definitely not getting the
please exit
tip.
the vehicle.
Oh yeah, hold on. Because you're not even in a Tesla. He's driving the wrong car, Uber.
That's fine.
He's driving the the app
We're
says
exiting our
Tesla.
vehicle.
Please exit the vehicle.
No problem. Ashay, I hope everything good finds you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Better not my belt. Might be good for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Shit. Make sure you cancel the fucking ride. Don't still fucking ride there.
Just let him go on about his day. He can live on his conscience what he did to two black women. Whitewashed motherfucker like that.
I need the license plate. All right, damn.
Guys, bye.
Listening to this, you heard a lot of triggering, problematic conversation. The idea that you're supposed to protect women because they're women, but you don't have any authority over them simply saying, in my car, I would like for you to refrain from cursing. Them saying, hey, that's oppression. You have no right to oppress me in that way. You're supposed to be protecting us and all of that noise. And so the gentleman simply says, well, I cannot control what's going on in the world. I can't control the kind of music that's being played. I can control the music that's being played in my car, and I can control if I'm going to drive people around that are cursing. He's simply saying don't curse in his car while he's performing his job. And if you can't adhere to that standard, he simply doesn't want to take your money. Now, we could have a long conversation about who's right or who's wrong, but what's most important in this particular situation is he's made a decision about what he's going to do to protect his own peace. He can't control the music. He can't control the environment. He can't control feminism or the new way that women are behaving. All he can say is, in this particular space, I will tolerate certain things, and if you don't want to play by those rules, I don't even want your money.
You know, the effect that it's had, we've had women for generations now saying that they don't need a man, and we have boys that don't want to be one.
I want to be very honest with you. $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, no tea, no shade. That actually is enough money for me to open my legs and have a baby from somebody, right? $3,200 a month is not worth me giving up 18 years of my life for no baby. Especially if you got pregnant trying to get child support, then the joke is on you. Because don't get me wrong, if she works and has $3,200, that is amazing. People say, remember, she is little baby mama. So $3,200 is nothing for her. You're correct. But I will say this, as ugly as it's going to sound, $3,200 ain't nothing to her. That's why it's dumb that she got stuck with a baby and all she got was $32 for it.
When a black woman can't feed her child, she gets a check from the government. When a black man can't feed his child, he goes to jail. So for right now, we're not really concerned about whether somebody likes us. Black men have started to step and be more logical, and that's why I think we can see some of the foolishness that we see in the black community, because we are out of order.
We are out of order. Out of order. Out of order.
We're two black women. You're a black
Exactly.
king. You're supposed to protect us. We're two black women. You're a black
Exactly.
king. You're supposed to protect us, but you're not.
Exactly.
Just a friendly reminder, happiness is quiet mornings, paid bills, a safe home, and peace.
It's unfortunate that the modern state of hip-hop does not have room for the kinds of songs that would sell, that a variety of artists can get together and say, we're not going to talk about any illicit usage of substances or using profanity or speaking down on women. That's just over now. And now that most women are in control of hip-hop, it's basically turned into men need to give me money and I can freely use my body the way that I choose to. And so the evolution of that is we have to watch young ladies like Brittney Renner become very jaded, angry at men, and she gets on the social media microphone every time she has a chance to essentially tell people how terrible men are. And the only really choice that we have as men is to protect our little piece of peace that we have in our lives. And that's what you're seeing more and more men do, especially black men. I can't control what's going on the television or what's on the rap music airways. What I can control is this little piece of my world, my house, my car, what's in my stream or on my feed in social media. That I have control over. And that is a place I'm going to curate, a place where I can have peace. If young ladies want to have their way of having peace, more power to them. But for men in this environment where we can't really control man, woman, children, or having structure in our family without the young lady waking up one day and saying, I'm going to the state because I'm unhappy and you need to give me resources, then all a man really can do is say, well, the before where I had control is over. So now I have to deal with the after. And if the after requires me avoiding and being very careful and moving in a certain way, then that's just what it is. But the before is already over. And now we have to deal with the after that is here. You can't blame men for changing their behavior when the after has burnt so many men. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care, guys.